I had an inspection in Orlando, and one of the things that I noticed walking through this house was that the homeowner walked me through and was showing me, well, we've got leaks here, 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 here. We've got them at roofs, we've got them at windows, and oh, there's water coming out of the wall outlet. These things can be very deceptive. So, like most of the builders, they've looked at this thing. By the time they get to me, it's usually they've had a bunch of people look at it, and they're like, we can't figure it out. So, I go out there and they go, oh, it's the water's leaking at the roof, and you look at it like, well, no, what's happening is that you have these micro channels, you have air leakage around wall penetrations. You get this really air conditioned, cool interior, and you have a very hot, humid exterior. And you have a path for that hot, humid exterior air to get into the wall assembly, and then it condenses on the cold surfaces because you got cold air leaking into the wall, mixing with that warm, humid air from outside, and you get this funky condensation patterns. And in this house, they actually had one of the vents, one of the ducts was disconnected and pumping cold air into an attic space.
Ooh.
And then they had an inlet vent in the soffit, but no exhaust vent. So you got this air from outside going into the attic vent, and then it's just going to mix with that cold air coming from the HVAC, and it's going to condense on any of the cold surfaces in there. So they had this funky water staying in the ceiling. And by the time I get there, everybody's like, oh, the roof's leaking. And no, it's just condensation. And we walked them through how to fix that.